Yo, what is good, my anniversary fool? What is good, yo? Guys, holy crap, pet is getting pretty wild, but to say that it's getting wild now is an understatement because it's been pretty ridiculous as a whole for a bit now, and mainly due to just after the crushing of a former like teacher of many. It seems like this show has all of the students very just scattered brain and doing whatever the heck they want, which is the true scary part of all this, right? Like having them with all this power while my button didn't come out and pushing forward the narrative that, you know, whatever they carry on with them has really become their personality as a whole. And it's nuts to think that anybody who is in their way is probably just going to be slapped. Like they're not even going to be that much of an issue. Um, we've seen how many different ways they can tap into someone's brain, the ways that they can make you completely change who you are within a matter of minutes, maybe even less than that, which is another reason why we're getting so much information on the head leader and just what he kind of brings to the table. Because as of right now, we know that there was somebody at the top and was probably, egging everybody on to do certain things, but we just didn't know why we still don't know why they're following him. Like, what does he have on other people to make them so, uh, not hesitant, but loyal? Like, why are you so loyal to his cause? Why aren't you trying to do something on your own? Stuff like that is what really makes me question what's going on in this show more than anything, because you just can't trust what you're getting. Um, and that's obvious once you start seeing just what everybody's going through, what everybody's kind of plan is in their heads that may not make as much sense with them thinking about it, but if they started taking actions and actually finding answers, they would probably learn sooner than later just what the heck they could do. So it's nice to see all of this kind of blowing up, but at the same time, it's scary, right? Like we just don't know who can be trusted. We don't know who the main bad guy kind of is. Everybody seems practically evil. At this point in time, I could see maybe one person coming out alive of this whole story at the end of the day, and even saying he comes out alive is saying that his brain is probably scrambled and destroyed, right? Like there's just no way a lot of people are coming out of this at the end with how they started, in my opinion. What I can't even block that. Like what is going on? So to know that everything is kind of going full circle with the grand scheme of just not having a good understanding of what's possible, we're starting to just get a good look at where everything's going as a whole, and I think that's why this show is still in this position where you don't really know anything besides like the little tidbits they're giving us here and there. But with those information, we can make a bigger plot hole story for ourselves until the actual story tells us what we want. And that plot hole being like who's in the right, who's in the wrong, and what is actually right and wrong in this situation. Because as of now, everybody seems that they all think they're doing the right thing, right? Like no one seems to have doubt besides one character who's a pet to our main guy, and just because he is feeling that way doesn't even mean that he believes almost every single thing other people are telling him anymore. So he's more or less stuck in a position where he's just believing one person who us as the audience shouldn't even trust, right? So it's those types of story where you're just kind of left in awe because you don't know who to trust, who is right, who is wrong, and where the whole like baby thing was going, they kind of just dropped that off. Like we're not gonna talk about that right now. Why am I fighting you again? Which was fine because I don't think they want anything about the babies being understood that easily right now, right? Like they're clearly hiding the babies for something further, or maybe once our main guy who wants old boy out of the way, this dude who is trying to might be an employee sooner than later, who he believes can make babies, the ones that they're looking for, the all powerful ones. So it's these types of things that make the show very weird and ominous, but at the same time makes me more look forward to the end game of everybody, right? Like, what is everybody planning at the end of the day, besides maybe the main leader who is trying to, you know, take out all the people who did him wrong, and then after doing that, he wants to continue to build his empire of all these people who are practically his pets, doing his bidding, and taking care of all of the people he just wants out of the picture. So, with that being said, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening. I'm still thinking of just what the heck is going to happen because, like I was saying, I could see the show ending with everybody being taken out, or for some reason, a baby being involved, and all of them fighting in the mind of themselves or something, right? Something weird. Or, even weirder, this show could just end with one person absolutely dominating through everything, getting what he wants, and then us just being left to kind of imagine what would happen next, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are actually feeling about all this. This show is pretty interesting. I don't think everybody loves it, but I do believe a lot of people have already kind of gave it like a chance, in the grand scheme of just like, let's see where this goes, and if it's crazy, I'll keep watching it. And I think it's pretty crazy, right? Like I don't know what to tell you guys, but my mind is pretty sure that this is some ridiculously weird stuff that we can honestly, see a longer Jeopardy coming from it. So hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. So with all that being said, take care, and that's gonna miss all. Oh, and peace. Probably won't kill.